The SS Ourang Medan, the ghost ship of death. The year was 1948. Somewhere in the Straits of Malacca, a stretch of water between Sumatra and Malaysia, where merchant ships traveled daily, an event took place that would remain one of the most chilling maritime mysteries in history. A distress signal echoed across the ocean, breaking the silence of the sea, carrying with it a frantic message. A voice, trembling with terror, broke through the radio static. All officers, including the captain, are dead. Lying in the chartroom and bridge. Possibly the whole crew is dead. Then, silence. Moments later, the message came again. I die. And just like that, the voice vanished, leaving only an eerie silence. When a rescue ship reached the site, they were unprepared for what they would find. What lay before them would leave them shaken to the core. As the first crew members boarded the SS Ourang Medan, what they discovered was beyond horror. The entire crew was dead. Every one of them. But here's the thing. There were no obvious injuries. No signs of violence, no bloodshed. Yet the crew members were lifeless, their eyes wide open in pure terror, their mouths frozen in silent screams. Their arms were stretched out, as if in a final attempt to fend off an invisible attacker. The ship's dog, too, had met the same tragic fate. It was found snarling, its teeth bared in fear, as if it had been fighting something unseen. It was a scene so unnatural, so horrifying, that the rescue crew could barely comprehend what they were seeing. They quickly decided to tow the vessel back to port for investigation, but they had no idea that they were about to witness something even more terrifying. As soon as the tow line was secured, something strange happened. Smoke began to rise from the hull. Minutes later, the SS Ourang Medan erupted in a violent explosion, sinking into the deep, dark ocean, carrying with it all the horrifying secrets that had occurred aboard that ghostly ship. In an instant, the truth of what happened was lost forever beneath the waves. But even though the ship was lost, the mystery lived on. No one could answer what had truly happened that day. Theories began to swirl, each one more chilling than the last. One of the first theories to emerge was that the SS Ourang Medan was carrying a dangerous cargo, perhaps even illegal chemicals left over from World War II. Some believed that the ship was transporting nerve gas, a toxic substance that could have leaked and poisoned the crew. The sudden deaths, the terrifying expressions on their faces, their outstretched arms, it all seemed to point to chemical asphyxiation. But here's the question. If it was poison, why didn't the crew send a distress signal warning about the gas? And why, then, did the ship explode, leaving nothing but wreckage? Another theory, perhaps the most spine-chilling of all, suggested that the ship had encountered something supernatural. Some say that the Straits of Malacca are cursed, haunted by phantom ships, sea spirits, and malevolent forces. Could the SS Ourang Medan have sailed into a realm of the supernatural? Could the crew have been victims of a ghostly presence, or perhaps a sea demon? Some even claim that the ship's destruction wasn't an accident, it was the work of something far darker, a force that took the lives of the crew for reasons that remain a mystery. But wait, it doesn't end there. Some conspiracy theorists have raised an even more bizarre theory. The SS Ourang Medan may have encountered extraterrestrials. The frantic radio messages, the horror-stricken faces of the crew, and the lack of any physical injuries, could they have seen something so terrifying, so otherworldly, that it simply caused their hearts to stop? What if the ship wasn't destroyed by some chemical leak or ghostly force, but by something alien? Something so terrifying that the authorities wanted to cover it up? Perhaps the explosion was part of a government effort to keep the truth hidden. Another theory takes things in a darker direction. Some believe the ship's fate was tied to a secret government experiment. The SS Ourang Medan, as it turns out, was never officially registered. There were no records of its existence, no blueprints, no ownership documents. It was as if the ship had never been meant to exist in the first place. Could the ship have been part of a highly classified military experiment gone wrong? Was it carrying something so dangerous, so powerful, that the government had to erase all evidence of it? To this day, the mystery of the SS Ourang Medan remains unsolved. No one knows for sure what happened to that ill-fated crew. No official records exist. No survivors came forward. The ship's destruction means that no one will ever truly know the full story behind its ghostly voyage. Was it poison? Was it a supernatural force? An alien encounter? Or was the SS Ourang Medan a part of something far more sinister, a government cover-up, a dark experiment, or perhaps a curse from the depths of the sea? The answers remain lost to history, swallowed by the ocean. But one thing is certain. The SS Ourang Medan will forever be remembered as one of the most chilling maritime mysteries to ever be recorded. And now, it's up to you. What do you think happened to the SS Ourang Medan? What do you believe caused the horror that claimed the lives of the crew? Was it something we can explain, or something that will forever remain beyond our understanding? Drop your theory in the comments below and join the conversation about this dark, unsolved mystery.